Musono, Ewohosa. The Master, a toda, Bibia Jumedi no Ankasa, a Kosono. Ayana, you fee. Na personality no, I say, honor, your focus. Ubiansi will be quiet. Say, oh, favorite Malam be now better na dear. No dear, in phobia. Nemu besre, Bibia Nam so a mouth who's a malam. Na wakai also. Studio it may be a hun is a fefe. The Majuma Akawum, a Dawson, a Sene, a Yenny aye. A Daya Timwa, and yes, and your mam for Uncle fee. You will be fee and all magic. Is a crown of 2 years and buy a crown. 1 year and I say, Ye Chibukrama, ye come. The same since a man for I say, you know, say we no eswa, quite before so. Was it by now put there? Casicada ho. Anke be a young man on Sumpo. Nanke ya to be idle account. Let you say be a ye see. You see, a sona will be by now or be mercy be a daughter senior idea. And once I ask myself, you know, and a malam no better who be malam no be. Into yesterday, Monkai mam online ye. Na Mwabi Ambeboama, Ebi Etimiagina, na and some no etimi Abamon chain, na Atra Mama Fribishaton, na in Shiranamania. Enetino, say more Malam, Bisuna Munbeya ya, na Munai. Na Messa for Sako and Master Mam online for no Ancasasono. Most of Malam for no bar, Muno Moncasa. Yes, Yemetnaha and Maya advert. Sibia, maybe yesi. Obeba tano akana se bia na ebebusa mo no a bia mo ha na asem ko na ebebusa mo na muni mo hwe enti se malam bi wona yi a esre won so nkoye na advert no o bebi fufuro so ko radio station mi no ye na advert and e ba wonye yi ne mo emefa mam no enye wa yi abra mam no e de mam no ankasa no wono no won benefit hwe enti eno so no ende betu mo so mo fanto malam fo no so enti obi aba se ende Opina obey ina or the number better be an omafan baby and the emfaho. The most of it na ye advert na with them obet na high. At a near fre, near Buja Malama Sumesi was a we see a year or see school dambi at once. Abra wouldn't oh, I said there be a malam neditro. Wasn't you Cassa Anne Abra was I didn't win any day. Yes, Remo, yes, ready for Mumwa a malam for him was such almost a Mojumano. Name platforms no ya one magina so no more than some ebremono aya na monwini hoso sase bayi ena kania kura edum kania kurao edum se bia ntimi antua anti ya twa light no mo ka program ko aka na ka amaso nti esremo senior bibia no ya ba mo nche besremo no memisi mpodi ase mse sa na malam fo mitie adesre pa de o ye den mintimi nsre na no tse bi musico baby odi ma me amaje ni mu me metna ayiso ma me nko sere yes so ati agent platform no mum na bi ehia ndi to de ere na mkura na yenye kakra na se credit a na da bro mo se o monjina o fa enfanya yi ade ti de esramo a de nyamedi na esramo na de mi se bibi de ba yensem na ba be wi na me won kam ho na madwen ni madadi so amode afam ye so ese otu fo nyam se no fa ho akatu mambo mpaye pre
imam urefi ha ye Jews kana
no kure asoni na waka no o se nyame adwuma na ena nyame adwuma de odi be wuram biara no onsa beka o nyankopon nchen wa hono na ye nyina ye nim sesebe bi ni ho but adofo na ebo nyame nti
yes
edi dwumadi aye no wo de wo ne sese o kapre bi o de be hwemu ha no mala na otia na wo kan ni hwere wonya no saa de atwene ma wo se pepepe
oh okay
obia o one person wa ebe wuram no ye twere hwira ma wo se de atwene ma mala no a ana nipa na o mo ye adwuma no eti obetuma tena ba bi na mam ayi eti se oti awo ye mu adwuma wo aye twere ye ma ka saa ana we so wo se we betuma ye adwuna so ama yo malkuya ma nyame de wato ali janna
okay
because ebetuma kura ba se bia wa braba wo bokora na se be
sinto
nyama bi anso nyame ani but enam se odu sika ahye se adwumadie mu ntino na nyame aye den ahu mobo na wabie kwan ama wo ena esa ye soda katol jaria ko se wo free wiase kura na adwumadie da so enante a tembe enhira na de bi kogu box ma wo nti yɛsrɛ ahwɛfoɔ ne atiefoɔ baabi a ɔka yɛ me de no do yɛni sɛ malam bi ɛbrɛ mam bi ɛbrɛ wobɛboa obi a fine wote fa ne private na ɔboa na fine ɛyɛ ɛndeɛ adwuma sɛ malamfoɔ ɛyɛ ano no yɛbɛtuma ka sɛ Ghana ha imamfoɔ malamfoɔ mehu obi ɔhyɛ da wɔ adwuma papa bi asɛ bɛ ɔdididie but ɛyɛ na mmom no ayɛ a yɛnkae platform yi papaapa because sɛ kɔba sɛ platform wɔ ɛni hɔ a nkamɛka yi mu binom yɛni hɔ ɛwɔ wiase mu enti nipa no a nɛ wate ne nka no
sɛ yɛba kora na nkane adwuma
ɛbɛyɛ dɛ naako saa nti nipa no a wate ne nka no ɛyɛ ha ntua nti ne wakae ɛyɛ ha nso yɛsɛ kwayɛ agyewo no yɛfrɛ no kwayɛwa nti yɛma saa platform yi ɛnya ahoɔden nyina ne nan so yie paa ayɛ a yɛnkae na yɛmfa mmoa no bi so mmra ha kɛse sɛ platform kora gyina ne nan so adu mpɛmpɛnsuo bi a ɛbɛtɔ mmere bi koraa no ɛnyɛ mo na mobɛka sɛ yɛnyɛ sɛ yo platform yɛ bɛtumi aboa saa malamfoɔ no binom ntotoyɛ bi ama no ayɛyie nti sɛ ha nya ahoɔden a ɛbɛka malamfoɔ nyina but yɛankasɛ mɛmoɔ bi o bae bi a sɛ yɛsono bo wei a ɛkɔ saa no a
no sɛ platform no ni hɔ no ma ebi a ɔbo no obɛtumi anante ayɛ but platform no
so wɔ ho no
ɛbɛ like ebesi amanfoɔ pɛ dawa ati ebesi wɔ mo kwan
that's right
asɛ yɛayɛ the service amo
saa so nyɛ fɛ enti me nso mɛsrɛ o yɛ malafoɔ ɛba so no so yɛn so yɛnhwɛ yie
advert no sɛsei
ɛyɛ moma yɛnhyɛ da sɛ yɛtɔ yɛn ho too much saa mpɛn bi woanhwɛ ne obi bɛyɛ sɛ wode ayɛ business obi bɛyɛ sɛ bɛnyɛ nyame nti na wabɛtena ha na wode ɛpi wiase
the message first deɛ aka bi ayɛ bonus
that's right nti mpɛn pii no nka mo nso monhwɛ ne sɛ nka obi bɛtena ha bi a ɔpɛ sɛ ɔno a ɛyɛ na advert bi no a
ɔno a ne personal adeɛ na
so we hia yɛn a na we gyina yie a na sɛ ebi
na yɛmama kɔ aba ɛba Modawa Capital Modawa Hub Modawa fikɛsie Mam Online Media Network mo hɛ live ɛwɔ Facebook YouTube Instagram Telegram Skype Twitter ɛna Snapchat aha ɛwɔ dawa adwasuo ɛnɛ yɛbɛhɛ RUQIYA me call no en kasa nti me kan mo fan cheme RUQIYA, that is the Arabic word, but in English in echre healing ayaresa na ene na poso de yebehwe eye Sihr, which is magic, evil eye, any burning, Hassad, ahoya and na Jinni related problems amutia ho nyoma any abeyisem witchcraft. Enya yenkwa ene ye ha yene ye malam panyifo ena ye twehye mu ha. In fact, no introduction need to be done. Omo a mo sha ase ombebo mu din no ma kire bibi a omu free eba ye ne ensema mo wo mai, but na poso de ma kire mu a mu nyina mate ase. Koso a program no onsa ka button na wahye wodo nsa ti esi button ne so a share button ne so no wahye se na be ya de all life no ba obenya bi ahye di onye life na se oni online so no so ba later oba ba hwe no edisun fa so insha Allah. Aha eye Modawa Capital mumu yentwa yen homrasima ye ba ye be hye dwumadie na se aha be ye hye pa eye all night long u data no uni bia top up bundle bi ka ho mane nko nanim sane ye be ya obitimi ahwe program na che insha Allah ta'ala ene eye ne insha Allah ene the last day of September 2020 sa dawe unhu biem till se ubewu opa jinhu achini September 30th 2020 unhu biem da till se ubewu kai na obe kai keke hwe program yi no wadi so mfa so inshallah ye basisi ya
Yamakwa baba Mam Online TV, Mam Online Radio. Ebisa ata media no obia fene kunya obia kusoni TV. Obia twini phone.
We share live. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Telegram, Skype, and Snapchat. Uko anu search Mam Online. Ubinyaye radio.net, Google Play Store, TuneIn Radio, Modern Ghana, Online Radio Box. Next search Mam Radio 1. Mam Radio 1. Ubenyaye eti live.
you will not go into detail.
After you were program, because we be out here and now you and I say be was and be and beside official studio line say 0246751175 or question B if you media ye be di ho fafa so voice note text message and a voice call or video call or the bar ye be sum ewa ha
nam yesama makwaba program ne ye sha ase ano no house no aye full in fact topic no very sensitive o show cameras in baby a o show ye free bia na utimu se efie ha aye ma na ene yense free because the issues ahead no edoso enyoma we mu de etesisi da nti monfa nche technical hitches enye something of a big deal bia monfa nche the issue ahead no ye RUQIYA as a topic na yebeko ye shake kese so shake half. Don't worry. It is that to the fashion. Yes, fashion. Yes, RUQIYA. The meaning. RUQIYA na kasa eyeden. Na seche RUQIYA yeden adia kasa. Shikafis chemu.
Naam. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi wa bihi nasta'inuhu allazi bi ni'matihi tatimmu salihat. Wa sallallahu wa sallim ala afdali khalqillah nabiyina Muhammadin salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayhi wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa ala tabi'ina lahum bi ihsanin ila yawmiddin wa ba'd. Assalamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Yadi an-nasiya ayi antuntum an kanfu edima Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala yabampa yasrahu mabrasum ji adum enin shira edema yakum shini kunkono annabi Muhammad eni fiyefo ni sahaba fo eni agidefo emba eni emberema ifrisa edano ekopem dan kwama atimoda Allah no sumju enka biara sa ebri amse mehwe mebrana abo eno endu sabri nyanom yesan emama kwa babium ene mabotre a mwanya na yebesere se obia benya abotre na yetumi asuade kakra akoyenim esan say the issue related to RUQIYA no and say evil eye and a jinn possession and a witchcraft no eya de bia affect obi biara both Muslims and non-Muslims, believers and disbelievers. Obiara is vulnerable to the attack and the possession of the jinn. I was saying in a boy homody and say, you bet my penny, dear Kakara, at the Afaho. Yes, I could yamponyami. Sekakra yabekano, the emphaso, Allahu, or Mania emphaso, my general. The Abayan from Son Allahu, on fire from so and Chayana, on bomb hobbying in free and from so. Now, me call to the questioner, Ubusameno, was it a dinner for RUQIYA. Now, RUQIYA and Kasa, idea in layman terms, and because I can kind. Yadi. Eye enima libre eyem faso edema enipa desani RUQIYA no eye wise bia yakan for the purpose of protection say obabon ho ban ide free bibi ho and say the purpose of healing say what the besa ohun yade okay na the issue of RUQIYA nyina ene say so bibi ye obibi a most no ya na eye bad ways ene omokan eye kasabone ene nipa no beka ide ato abrabo so eti womwa omoye enipa duro nyina say ye witchcraft and say sorcery and say black magic sani ma nyina eye kasabia nipa no eka na ebia wodi achechire ato wabrabo eso na eba ne sana wonso uhia ade efend the antidote and say ade obetumi ede twitwasa ade ni mu a wonso hia kasa eye papa ono ka kasa bone ede to wabrabo so a wonso hia kasa papa na ode twasa kasa bone no emu na ewiase nyinara kasa bia ni ho edimu ese Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ne kasa me kire Qur'an al-Karim entina Allah an kasa ka Qur'an musa onu twedi ampon yankopon wona nazzala min al-Qur'an ma huwa shifaa'un wa rahmatun lil mu'minin onu Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wasani adiya ayadisa enne ahuma bro adiya wura Qur'an ni adiya ma agidefo we kire se kra moni biara won banya jidie wo Qur'an no emu anase obi onye kramuni ne so benye gidi wo Qur'an no insha Allah ade bia ohia se be ayarsa ede amawo anase be protection mi kira ahon bambo ede amawo insha Allah Qur'an no ebitimi aye enti basically no yakase ruqya e kire good words me kire kasa papa a wobeka na wodi asai obi kasa bone a waka de ato nipa bi so ena ebiom ruqya no so yetumi e de ye ayaresa hodo bibre yetumi e de bie kwan eto ema adasama yetumi e de bie ade ye yedie e de ma adasama wenyina e ye ade a e wo Qur'an no emu hatta se ye wo ade bi fe no back to sender se obi ye ade bi tiaw obi ye bibi bone bi ade tiaw abrabo a obetimi aye ade e masa ade na nipa no isusuma ho atumi akọ nipa no enchen na sanya be eno so yana mostly no it is there to be as a deterrent to the bad people and the evil people sanya be ya nipa ebe suru nyankopon na nipa ebe dwi ni nua ho obedwi wo nua ho o hawo na wo de tu nua so no enemi kase obi nam wa ye basa okọ atetimu asan obi a wo dwi ne ho adwen bone e de yare bone bi e de abeto ne so it is sometimes no say ye back to sender na say e ba nipa no so a na so no so oye dey o taste the bit of the pain and the anguish udi sani pana afam obo say no wachina bi enya de obeyesa adini bio it serves as a deterrent to the evil people say the beya omo nyesa adini bio it when you na ruqya a very broad topic. Number one, it is there the primary objective of the ruqya is for protection.
Okay,
the first thing is say a person dipano who protect many of the Muslims will say, oh, media problem be enemy, so I don't feel same or any attack biara. Many problem be in my life, in my marriage life, in my business life, in my educational life. Me won't say many problem be. The fact say we need problem, and say problem no intimate ember. The problem can come to you any other time. The attack can come to you any time and at any point in time of your life. It's the best thing they say it was say who protect it. I don't think Commissioner Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam utuyan for say kramoni bia wo kwa kwada ya ruqya fasara sa kin kan o se yankin kan wan kasa wo yare na ye ena wan kasa wo problem na ye ena wan kasa wo din possession na ye but o se yanye sa de na fam protect you. I don't think that Islam each and every anamuntu bia kramoni etuno ya wo ruqya ye azkala ye anopa anwumre ye ko toilet so ye pie ye ko tie washroom ye pie ye beda ye pie frifie ye ba fie nyinara wanyina they are part of the ruqya ni nyina ka ruqya no
okay nyankopon shira
nam
atiefo ahefo ye nyina ye hunu yate ensem a ye nua no ekan nyankopon wo shira no nye ni fami nyina ye be ko ye second sheikh a o she mfifini me mo lidi me master so no nyankopon nye ni fami nyina sheo تفضل مشكورا.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ثم الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم ولا فهم لنا إلا ما فهمتنا إنك أنت الجواد الكريم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الحمد لله وكفى. Praise be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who is giving us the opportunity to be here today and to talk about this very important topic, which is ruqya, how the Muslim have to understand, how do we have to practice, how do you have to implement this, all of those advices in our daily life. Inshallah, as a beginning, I think we cannot go anywhere without defining what is the meaning of ruqya and some of the other words, inshallah, involved in it. So ruqya, by the literal definition, means to recite, to read something. Now, what are we reciting? According to how the Muslim is using it, it can be allowed in Islam or it can be going outside of the boundary of Islam. So we have what we call ruqya shirkiyya, which is any kind of ruqya or treatment or anything you recite, but which is involving things which is against the Islamic law. And we also have ruqya to shar'iyya, is the ruqya which is in accordance to the Islamic teachings. So what we are going to explain today is the ruqya shar'iyya. Now my brother has already explained. I don't want to come on the same thing again and explain the same all of those details. But what you have to keep in your mind, ruqya means to read, to recite, with which niyyah? With the niyyah of treatment and protection. So So it's the mistake we have today. A lot of people think that ruqya means only treatment. When you are sick, now you have to seek for ruqya. No, ruqya can also be done just in a form of protection. You do it to have light around you, protecting your house, your family, and people around you, bi'idhnillah. So inshallah, I think I'll stop here, and I hope we can.
Inshallah. Jazakallah khairan. So ruqya with the purpose of what again? The purpose
of treatment and protection.
Intino I have one year na ruqya asemo ye nuane kan nyina no ese o kire ruqya mu ana wa kire am yehu se ruqya no ye kan ne sa keke nemum no ye kan se wo nsusue bi se wo de treat ho wo de sound ho yare. Purpose of what
treatment and protection.
So wo de bon ho ban ene se wo de sa yare ene na ye ruqya no Nyankopon ma ntese no nya ni mfamai ye beko ye sheikh otoso miensa kremu kasa pa me tepa na man obe kan wa hanen inshallah ye de ba brum se jew tafadhal mashkura.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله الحمد لله الحمد لله حمدا كثيرا طيبا مباركا فيه الذي برحمته أتم وأكمل الإسلام دينا والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وبعد. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي وبعد. فالسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. دمونكو جابر موسى ونشمر دسونا سعودية ناغنجيا muna tare da ku akan wanga dandali mai albarka mam online. Alhamdulillah mun yi alkawali yau za mu hadu a wannan bigiri a wannan dandali game da wannan maudu'i na RUQIYA ash-shar'iyya. Wato yanwaye sun ba da bayanai a cikin yaren ci, sannan kuma mun samu bayani kuma a cikin yaren turanci. Menene ruqya? Wato a lokacin da annabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam yake Madina yana tare da sahabai, wato sahabai suna tare da shi, sai annabi ya ce inna ruqa wat tama'im wat tiwala shirkun. Wato ruqa shine wani maganan da mutum zaka fadi wajen neman jinya wanda bashi da lafiya na aljanne ne ko wani iskoki ne ko wani ciwo da ke damun mutum, to wannan cikin larabanci ana kiran shi ruqa. Wasu maganganu zaka fadi, misali kamar yanda pastors ke fadi wani abu kamar tongues, wani batun hirbaba yana son yayi jinyan mutum wajen sihiri ko wajen aljanni da ya shiga mutum, to ana kiran shi ruqa. Yasa wattama'im wattiwala shirkun, shine laya ko tiwala shine kaman kagan kaman sunsu ta bi right, shaka ce kaman a'a yau ba abin ga akwai sa'a, ko sun tabi left shaka ce yau ba sa'a. To waɗannan ababen duka inji annabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam yace shirkun, wato bai dace ba tarayya da Allah wani kenan, da wani mutum kana tara Allah da wani. Shi yasa Allah ya ki wannan. Gaskiya sahabai sun samu damuwa sosai. Shi sahabai suka ce kunna narqi fil jahiliya ya rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, mun kasance mu ma muna ruqa. Shi ce a'ridu alayya ruqakum, to ku kawo irin naku da kuke yi in gani. Wato bayan sun bayyana mishi, shi fahimci kamar a'a sunannakin Allah su suke amfani da shi, ba irin maganganun da muke fadiwa na jinya ne. Wato ba a fahimta wannan magana. To da annabi zai ba su ansa wujin manan ruqan nan, sai ce la ba'asa bir ruqya ma lam takun fihi shirk. Kagan nan ga annabi bai kuma yi amfani da ruqa kuma ba. Wato aka ce ruqa wasu maganganu ne da bai shi da fahimta, amma inda za a ce ruqya to wujin nan yana da fahimta shine mai ar-ruqya ash-shar'iyya. Yasa a takaice bayani game da ruqya, ruqa abin ga annabi ya fara abin ga magana da shi. Na biyu cikin ansan ba da sahabai sai ce ma la ba'sa bir ruqya ma lam takun fihi shirk, wato babu laifi inda za ka yi ambaton Allah ko wasu addu'o'in da za su fito daga bakin annabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, shi za ka yi da shi mai za ka nemi jinyan wani mutum wanda ba shi da lafiya na aljanne ko na sihiri, to babu laifi inda ba ka yi shirka a cikin abin da kake ciki ba. Yasa wannan shine a takaice ma'anan batun ar-ruqya ash-shar'iyya. Yasa muna da ruqya ash-shar'iyya, muna da ruqya ash-shirqiyya. Yasa na shar'iyya wanda Allah da manzonsa suka tabbatar da shi muke yin yau da kullum da jinya na jin alkur'ani, sa'an nan kuma da addu'o'in da ya fito fiyayyen bakin annabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Sa'annan na shirqiyya shine ka ce wujin mai boka ya kikira wasu aljannai ko ya kikira wasu yayi wasu maganganun da baka fahimta, to waɗannan su ne al-ruqya ash-shirqiyya. Allah ya sa mu dace, inda muka yi kuskure a maganar mu Allah ya fi muna, inda kuma muka yi a daidai kuma Allah ya sa muna mizani. Na'am,
alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Yada shi kase ono so akyerɛkyerɛ ruqya mu nyinaa ama ya ate ase Nyankopɔn onye ni emfa emai na hu ye nyina mabo inshallah. Sheikh Hafiz,
naam,
inshallah ye besa ba ho ni esua ade kakra bi de afiri ho ene se ye ka se ruqya sene wasi akyerɛkyerɛ mu nyinaa no eye ruqya no importance anase enema edi benti na ehu hia sese ye ruqya, the reality involved in ruqya no inshallah kremo mayanti ase.
Naam, alhamdulillah.
But kremo minchwa no before say obe koso no mehu say comment no amanfo start ka say omo twan ye from 6 o'clock na mamfa we entwam quick yesre ahwefo nyina na enye ye boapayo yenuanom no ye na say omba bedi 1 week wa ha dwumadie ruqya ya nti ede omo ebae na ene no omo nyuma na omo ye na edos bebrebe a enja omo ni nyina ehia de na emom na omo ja sa muslims ne honom sa na enyeyi ene nti dwumadie ye nti na ema e program no atwe asensen Nyankopɔn onye ni family nyina kramu to asoma inshallah.
Yo o question that we busami very very sensitive na topic bia ya na maniki se me kasa ho on the fact say me yedai na yetai chin ekoko kanya misem ye debate between Muslims and Christians na me pese me recount some experience the entire food we ye ruqya to shar'iyya no treating ourselves and protecting ourselves with Quran and the Sunnah no very important. Normally, yana yetai ko places eko kanya mesemwa. Yetai be question and answer sections as Muslims. So they gina say yana yetai no. Now there was a time where one lady obabe bisa question bi. Na the question no bisa no. Obisa yen say adentina yen kremofo ye bompa ya Nyankopɔn entie. Ana msina adena obisa se ye bompa ya nyamintie. Ana wakatira yen se Kristo ni wo problem ebia awaresem ebia adwumasem sikasem anase yade boni bi edane so a owo baabi obekɔ a owo anida so se oduru ho ebiyi nemum so ba masalachi a malamfo se mayen ko malamfo a omo ye broka enchen mayen ko malamfo a sebi omo bo anwam ye famo kramo konfo no mayen ko monchen ebium yasima omo nko eye akonfo nchen pastors nso mo nko monchen. But these people are suffering. They have marital issues. They have issues of jinn possession. how bebre edda wo mo so sikasem enkoye adwuma sama ye basa awaresem egu wenyina to ceremony but still yasema ne nko ba bi etesa. Now if that is the case there yenim se sanum mina haram shirk enye just haram oko Qur'an mu Allah yene kire inma man yushrik billahi obi obey shirk ati Allah odi bi baka Allah no faqad harrama Allah alayhi janna Allah bay janna mikre ye osrahi mam haram edi amaw wa ma'awahu na wa wiye ebay jahannama astaghfirullah a'udhu billah enunti shirk ya dibia ya bayina ya hukoko edi afire ho. Now say ya yi shirk afire ho dia, then we should have a perfect alternative for the people. So what is the prescribed alternative by Islam? Debia meka say Islam is not a mere religion. Islam ne osun sa keke. Nemo Islam is a way of life. Adebia nipa de sani eye from the day ya wo kopim de dia wo be won Islam wo mara ene hyehyeye e wo. Efa awarisem, efa ayi, efa business transactions. Sanima wenyinara adebia eye nipa abrabo emu nsem no Islam wo mara. Etu de opa opia bonte na wo hye Kristo ni abisa se Kristo for sign na moda onte wase and dan so say na ye da sign bisa Kristo ni se sign na Kristo for mudidi onte ase. But in Islam adebia kalamuni ba ye wakoto watari a wo be hye Islam wo mara umpa bo a wo be hye wo be woro Islam wo mara wato wadi ani a wo be bedi Islam wo mara wadi awi a wamme Islam wo mara on sampa wo ko hurumpo Islam wo mara adwana ko ye adwuma wi wo yema wo ko ye gusad wo ko tie fi no so Islam wo mara eti ade bia ni pede sani ye no Islam wo hyehye ne emra e wo ho eti ye bisa se anyenya biara sa o hawa nkramofo bebre ye wom ateti na mane amanfo hyebra abayifo akahye nipa bone akahye no ede na ye ede afa ho anya bia Islam anka bia amfa ho na enuntina sa dwumadi we sa ruqiyya ya ye kan wasemi eye very very important. Now ruqiyya no aba sa eba be substitute enkramofo na no ko pastors de nkyɛn no any woman ko malam broker for enkyɛn no woni aba sa eba be yi ede afiri ho na ruqiyya na ye kan anye ende na ruqiyya na ɛhyase ruqiyya wo ho from time immemorial and ruqiyya e wo ho enye ende na ruqiyya eba nyakopo bu wiase no na ruqiyya wo ho deda enunti ruqiyya no eye ade bia anasa food bia ye mu bebre na ya reject ye anasa ye twi ye hu efere ho enunti na ama o hawo bebre abaye so na sabri de ade ye kan nyina ne se insha Allah karamoni biara o hawo bida wo so no woni da so Islam njaye sa keke na ye ni ehuma bi a ewu wiase a tumi wom esen Quran wallahi ye ti hanyina obienu a wotumi bi ewodi mu obienu a wo power bi na supernatural power bi ewodi mu ade biara ye no purely is from Allah and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam anunti ye method aya na ye use no ade biara ye beka anase bi ebe bi a ekire hwadwe so wo hu kwan se obebisa anunti ende ukoye zongo no bebira malam o se ruqiyya no ankasa me kai se yenya pastor bi na oye pastor no be tuba be Islam ya frano agrada yani agrada ko ye program ewo asankragwa na ye ko ye program no ana edu agrada so eti obekire eye miracles na pastors ni ya eye fake eye azam miracles de batemu tenie pao bro ye miracles ni o ye miracles no ka kire mo se me be kire mo tricks a pastors ni use e di beating crop wadwe et o kan so no ankasa be kire tricks ana o kire se ni enu nkohia o chantima efensen mok adani moja o ye ma enkohia eye mo no ebe ni gusa oni ma wonyina ana o ye wallahi sa time no na ye program no meni sheik bako oye juma Gold TV Haruni ya boy sheik ya boa no fi ni din bako no sheik bibi ya boa oye juma no ya juma Gold TV menena ye ma ye be ye appeal for fans from Emma program no because na your conference a ye bottle for ye Jessica edia bon kramufo na wo ho no ne ya be oboda wa mu edia ma wo wallahi malam ye kasa ye kotu aya kotu hadith so many times sika ye nya ye free edom no malam wo be ho na mo ebe agrada aye sa miracles ni wie no o ka se obi a woti edom no a owo problem ida se awaresem usikasem wadumasem yade bi da wo so akwanto bi da woni na opesa wo ko brand 50 Ghana cedis no nyen konya bi maw na eyade a wobekọ saade na so how be da wo be firo so me kase ne wodi ka atamo eyisoma na dane te say anointing oil but ema wura fi so o se obeye azan o kamo bi ate se oba be azan eti oma ensuo edane anointing oil eno si obiara owo sa problem me bubo so on fa 50 cedis embra na on mani bin kosra wallahi dano malam fo yete ho ne ye wora ho hwesen kramo fo togu papa yi so malam fo mo kursuo no ho o ku ensuo no eho malam yete ho no ne ye wora ho because papa ni ye di ji o 50 cedis 50 cedis 50 cedis 50 cedis Emma enso no one after the other o ma salite tintin as a program no you dey too hot and papa le cheche anointing oil no e dey ma wo e be na wo ye nso se me be azan na akere mo e be o ye wie no se enkramofo mu problem anya se sa Christianity ya mafiri mu abai se ne ya mi be se ma soro da wonzongo a matwem nyina koma soro da mu wallahi yaguso ya kasa na maami bi pie obai na obekoto na papa na choso osere no ne ba bi yale da fie asemi ya mi kan malam se o ho bia ora be ho osere ne ba bi yale da fie o ma ne kakra asene kakra no mfa nko sasra kola no na kwa ne yewu ade so di paise me ye azan which means that the people are having the problems
for sure
RUQIYA na ye dia ba no RUQIYA na ye no enye se obi e be kye ni tumi bi owo enye se obi be kye ni nim de bi owo eye Quran na yankasa what we emphasize eye self RUQIYA that you yourself you can treat yourself with your RUQIYA. You don't need somebody to do RUQIYA for you. Yewo ade bi aya na nkromofo no munim yewo first aid RUQIYA wo ho ete se bu yare na obekọ eye pharmacy akọpe first aid bi parabi na mo konom na se still ano abreble ade na se na uhia specialist then you go to the specialist eti ade aye ne se ye RUQIYA na aye no the most aye emphasize aye self RUQIYA ye betimi a kire obia at the basics the fundamentals se na be ye obiara ebetimi aye ono ankasa ne ho RUQIYA eti se upie ko ba bi na bibi esi anase ohaw bi aba wo so a uhia se obekọ akọtra ba bi madam tama na ye wo school mo no ho secondary school se bibi esia ubewu se normally no na ya makwan se a Christopher no embe bomb pie over the people se bia obi krampa have been possessed but say normally a Christopher no was have vigor and vim no or person or chere say no the person is full with the Holy Spirit no begin no can assembly any meaning but while as a wo kramoni na wo kita Quran ubetumi akenkan surah al-Fatiha ubetumi akenkan qul huwallahu na ayeshifa e dia masadi panon so what demonstrating the power of the Quran eti de din kan yakase the importance of RUQIYA
now
adia edin kan e wo RUQIYA emune se kramoni ubetumi abon ho ban from enema wuntumi for woni ehu because mostly the RUQIYA is dealing with the spiritual realm and the nipa our knowledge of the spiritual is very little. Allah eka ho asem Qur'an mu wasi wo yasalunaka anir ruh kul ruh min amri rabbi wama utitu min al-ilmi illa qalila wasi ade bi yahuhum asem no nimdia mede ma mo adasama ketuwa bi eno nti RUQIYA no esanse wo tumi fo woni hunti wo ye bibi e dia protect wo ho e dia protect ukunu e dia protect wo yere ene wo ma wo busuafo wo progeny from the attack of the jinn shaitan evil eye obi wo ho eda ye wo to ho no hu hyebre on pawasem because of that what the otan na nani ebesi so wan hwe ye no wan pe bibi anya amfa ho ida se nipa no be protect wo se na be ye wontimi and I say a bro and the one account will be treated from that no a bit do nyasa kopem say will be free ewiase 81 air for protection there to so mienu air for healing obi a we affected problem be that was ya be that was so aye crown cro obi wo honiti ya ne ya o de be ko hospital so many times doctor be hwe the trimu ahwa ohu ya de be ewu ne trimu bani pan ba fia o sofa it was say ohu se nyene nyina na ya na ya physical e was say utumi ekọ Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala enchen na kwaje ayalasa e Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala it we protection free wa e ya healing afei e ma nipa enya ni fa hudie nipa de sani bia e wo ade anyakopo ade ato nanim so obetimi aye. And the RUQIYA is going to give you the chance to operate to your fullest potential. Obi to me and stop. Obi to me kawon she. So we hear juma the hard work na wo be no e be more the maximum result. Obi to me kawon she. Obi wo hear juma pa. Na so hu ne ho ano. Enye so yakwadworo. Wo hear juma so hu ne ho ano because of obi asabi odi bibi atone so entia. It is a wutumi eye sanema we usua na se wutumi treat ho a protect for sanema we enyina. Eti RUQIYA no ade ye kan se kramofo nyinara kramoni ebom paya wutimi mfa kramoni mpai bo enkompe sabi kafri ni mpai bo ana obi a sabi okotie fi kura onhoro ne to okodwonso a onkitansuo eye den no nu mo mpai bo tumi ye adwuma na wu kramoni a wo ho sabi 5 times every day wokin kan Quran wo gide wa Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala nkuto emu na baka se kramoni bom paya la ho entie kramoni biara wo bepeja wonsa a wo benya gidie ewo with the Quran and the authentic hadith so wo de sen twatwaje anasa ayalesa if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ncheno e very possible ye prese yenuanum nyinara yetumi boye homode as ye besua at least the basics of the RUQIYA. RUQIYA is very important for the Muslim obiambo modian se obetumi asua the basics bomodi man trust nka se wo de wo ni problem bomodi se obesua ade ayemfa so ede maye nyina Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala omboy no mayenti ase.
Amen. Ustaz, inshallah, we want to know the importance of RUQIYA.
Yes.
Now,
Alhamdulillah, when it comes to RUQIYA itself, what we need to understand is, first of all, the RUQIYA is a subject which is linked to your iman, which is linked to your aqidah. It means that when you are looking for RUQIYA, when you are looking for treatment, if you don't know where to take the RUQIYA, you can easily go outside of the boundaries of Islam. So RUQIYA is important because it is allowing the Muslim to keep and protect his iman, protect his aqidah, his belief. So you cannot go and try a RUQIYA which is having shirk in it and you think that it will help you to keep your iman. It will help you to keep your the deen you have, which is Islam. So it is very important because if you step in a place where it is not good, it's sending you outside of the boundaries of Islam. And the second reason why RUQIYA is so important, it is because a lot of people are sick and they don't even know that they have this problem. We have this word of Ibn Taymiyyah, rahimahullah, who is explaining that at his time, a lot of people were under the influence of the jinns. Imagine a time of Ibn Taymiyyah. The deen was strong, the knowledge was there, but still at that time he was saying that a lot of people at his time were under the influence of the jinns. It means that today we have a lot of Muslims, we have a lot of non-Muslims who are under those problems of spirituality. They don't even know that they have it. So it is very important that we talk about RUQIYA because it's allowing each and everyone who is sick to at least know that he has the problem and what are the steps he has to do so that he can get rid of this problem.
Jazakallahu khairan ya Ustaz. Ustaz, tafadhal mashkura.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Yanzu muna so mu gane menene amfani ko kuwa wani irin amfani za mu samu game da yin RUQIYA. Wato abinda zai tura ma mutum ka nemi ka yi makanka RUQIYA shine yayin da muka fahimci kaman akwai yan wayenmu wanda yau ga kanat na multi tv ya bugu kowane samari yaro babba kowane da shi a cikin dakin shi yana da shi a cikin dakin shi to fita wanga lokacin ga ko karfe 8 9 zuwa 10 to za ka samu duk wanda ke da multi tv dakin shi za ka samu pastors ko masu boka hanyoyin nan da za ka bi ka yi abin ga shirka shi za kira ka kai wani ya ce maka kana son kudi zai baka in ka zo ka kira shi da ga numban shi ya baka ya san dabaran da zai yi ya baka kudi sa'annan kuma pastor kuma ya ce in baka da lafiya kana da ciwon mafalki ciwon ya sunan shi tunani da yawa abin ga ana maka alkawali ana sabawa duka za ka yi tafiya ya kamanci ka nemi sari ko kuwa kana neman wani taimako yana za ka yi ka wuce ba da wani an tambaye ka wani batun takada ba to ka zo a taimaka maka to wanga ke gwadawa kaman muna neman ko yana da amfani sosai musan kaman ruqiya a cikin musulunci shi zai kubutar da mu daga yin wanga shirka da mutane ke samun kansu a kai shine ka samu wasu billboard an zana kai problem abin ga traveling ko kuwa a ce maka kaman kana da blockages in life wato rayuwanka bai ya ta gaba to ka zo ka nemi taimako to waɗannan ga duka a cikin musulunci wallahi suna nan amma rashin sani shi ke sa yan wayenmu su je su samu kansu a wannan wuri wanda bai dace ba yasa muna kiran yan waye kaman rukiya yana da amfani saboda me za ka yi amfani da maganganun Allah sa'annan da addu'o'in da ya fito bakin annabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam wanda ba Allah zai hushi da ke ba kuma ba shirka kai da wani koma bayan Allah ba wato Allah kake bauta sa'annan kuma hanyar nan da annabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam ya dibiya ka kai nan shi kake bin kai to wanga ke sa rukiya yana da muhimmanci ga kowane musulmi yasa ba da bacin lokaci ba mun zo mu gane kamar ya za ka yi ke da kanka ka yi makanka rukiya ko kuwa a'a matanka ko kuwa yaranka ya za ka yi masu rukiya in ya so mun san irin bayanan da za mu yi wujin kuma wanda zai taimaka muna mu duka mu samu abin ga wanga rigakafi kowane lokacin da muke bukata insha Allah yasa malamin da su a maluman da suka yi magana sun gwada kama ko first aid wato atake ga abin da ke damunka ga ababen da ka gani game da kai da baka fahimci ba wani hanya zaka bi in ma kan mafalkayya ne ko kuwa a rayuwanka ka bi ko ina bai yi ga batun haifuwa ga sunan dai daban-daban insha Allah cikin maganganunmu za mu zo mu nuna muku yadda ya kamata yasa yanzu abinda muke son mu fahimci ne kowane musulmi kana bukatan ka san muhimmancin rukiya ba za ka yi ka ba mutane ba na farko kenan wanga za ka kare kanka da kanka da iyalinka da familin da ke da suke tare a cikin gida yasa yana da muhimmanci sosai yasa muna son kowa ya bude kunnuwan shi ya ji duk abin da za mu faɗi nan cikin ikon Allah mu yi muku alkawali duk abin da ya zama na shari'ar musulunci shi za mu kawo muku ba wani abu daban ba yasa a takaice ababen da muka kawo muku yau kenan muna sauraren sauran bayanin da za su zo ya so mu ma mu daura inda aka saya Allah ya muna jagora na'am
amin ya sheikh now myself and I, assuming I have an issue, but before then, there were some books be wahanma inshallah. Me be pese ahwefo ni etiefo nyina betumi anya bi. De edi kan no 40 hadith ya chiremu edi abatwi kasa mu ya yankase ustaz Abdul Mumin Jafar ena etwoye. De sa etosu bio no dwadie in Islam dwadie wo Islam mu dwadie wo Islam esum mu so no watu ni se sika dwadie ekwan bɛn na bɛtumi afa so edi dwa haram ɛmma osika mu ɛno so no ɛho ɛngoma ɛwɔ hanom yɛ ustaz Abdulmumin Jafar watwro na ɛsɛ atɔso bio ɛyɛ 50-50, that is the do's and don'ts in marriages. Allahu Akbar. The do's and nneɛma bɛtumi ayɛ ɛne nneɛma wontumi nyɛ ɛwɔ awareɛ mu ne nyinaa no yɛ ustaz akukyiri ɛde agu nkrataa mu a wobɛtumi atɔ na wakenka inshallah. Na ɛma yɛwerɛ mfi sɛ mam online deɛ sɛ yɛyɛ books ho advert ɛsɛ a so wobɛtumi atɔ no bebrebe de akyɛ a ɛkwan da hɔ saa so na sɛ wonni sika a wode bɛtɔ na mmom no hia bi so a sɛ wo contact ya inshallah yɛbɛhunu ɛkwan a yɛbɛtumi afa so aboa onyankopɔn nyɛ mfama yɛ stars number no sɛ bia na ohia no bebrebe ɛna abɛsɛ wo sa to bi kyɛ ne number no ɛnie 026 5434113 02654341113 and also 0201297 0201297 inshallah yeba ye topic na subio kramo sesi ye mia mete hay me wo haw na so no minim se me wo haw wodi kan ya kirem se jinni possession no ehu hia ese yen no yetimi ye rukia anasa de ehu hia se ye rukia ede ma ye ho ena wasa kire first aid na me amete mesi den na mahunu se bibi ha me symptoms be na betumi asho mo hu se bia na Sihr bi ha me ain bi ha me jinni bi ha me meden mo mene ko na mahunu se me amete yi me hia rukia inshallah
yo Allahu omboy no mayenti ase eti sa topic we so very very important esan se ansa na obetumi atu anamon bi no ewo se odi nkan ehu ohawa ewo woso eruntina se okọ doctors crampo nchenya before ye betimi asaw ya de yi no ayi se ye diagnose ni ye hu ade a eye o problem enunti sa ne ma ye kanyina eye spiritual issues no so there are symptoms a yetumi detected obi wo ho a the person have been affected by evil eye Sihr and say be a jinn possession but onanka sample onim because onim the signs and the symptoms are etumi dead sa ema nipa no den ehu bia na enye wanka sample but obabi one ne wo ho ana wo yiri bia one ne wo ho no the person has been affected and but unyi nipa unim symptoms no entenya dia obehu. It's very important say you be symptoms aya na etumi dead me hu se sa nipa we was sa or how we e so. Now the first and foremost obetumi hu se we idea sabi is from the abnormal me the spiritual realm the din kind. Okay, can you write it on the board for me?
You can write. You can stand up and write.
No, okay. So you just write.
I say for you say you and church any symptoms, you want to know it.
Enti obetwe go board no so.
I think it's there. On there, yes, fantastic. All right. So,
eti basically no you 4 symptoms e was nipa biara utumi ehye no so sa nema no edadi e wo ho a who say you have been affected. Yes, I was say who say basically no there are 4 symptoms e was obiara itumi ehye no so say sa nema no edadi e wo ho a na wo hu say you have been affected either by evil eye, sorcery, and say a year jinn possession. And until they didn't kind a blockages in life. Senia, you actually good board no esono. Okay.
Let us deal with the first one before you write the second one.
Anyway, you've wrote
you're taking
one after the other, inshallah.
All of the 4. All right. Until the kind of blockages in life.
They didn't kind of blockages in life.
All right.
Now blockages in life, is such that young him say any pa ye bear we are saying obia wo botaye Allahu e dia man so mbedi wo wiase. Obia so ewo ni jinabra Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala e de amano. Na yakase blockages a and say nipa wo ye idea like you are operating at your full potential no. Be block you from achieving your aim and as your target.
Okay.
When we say, for example, we a student, say be unfa audition in the agro. A man for that no when you have book or burn candles. At the end of the day, no, we got exams, one better exams. So free for now, I walk. The moment I about now, the paper Bible 2 anymore. Na idea was saying in a free with them. Me can say blind you was there was a student among us. Now it was the first paper science. Now you could share on computer building emuna na yesu yade. Nye bibianti ya pese ye to me a pass. It is the whole of the night na yesu yade. Ye nyina ye to me esu yade ma ni ko enimpa. Eti na your confidence paper na ye kwotwe na nyame ya doma e betimi pass. Na ebre ye free fia no pa na ye ko eye exam hall ho no. One of our friends were very quiet. And come ye di cracky jokes are yes, why ye di? Eti ye kwa na boy ba say Niku na dey na say why ye di den pressure be atos one. The moment to cast up busa boy na boy na start say wusu. Ade enti I say Charlie mi to Nyankopon ade no na do ye tena se hwe nyinara ne nyina hwe egu. Tese o hwe ba kumpo wo de tiremu a o. Ade enti a bone be na wo waye. And until sometimes you will ebi wo ho a ya na eye natural. Obi wo ho a ni IQ no the level of absorption and then retention no less. Obi wo ho a or average, obi wo ho a or extraordinary, obi ane there. But at least what we average, you don't have to come lesser. And what we are less, you don't have to come even more lowest. At least you should operate at your given pace. Say I'm coupon boss who average student and was so to me den. To me etna honomo. So what you say? We send him away, but still, and Emma Encoso ye our brabum. Secondary, bia we will be a sebi, a Juma man for you, Munis can no be a once way. Mercy, a Juma, you be ye would see dying. Will be a you to the Shannon Codano. What's why you're missing so many years on San Warfare? Or be a car? Say, we are missing us who sit down soon among who done no money at home. But, oh, to me, Bob Blanco with him, oh, wish a year by a went to me uncle, Mammy Yari, went to me uncle. What got no crocasium, by 15 years, no to me coffee. Bronya, you want me so pursue coffee, but still, and a man cost so ye and famo. At any time, we are not all procrastinating a young mayor, but one dow. As soon as any pania quadro. No own perjuma. So we are calling no own perjuma. Nasa a beer, a drew bronya, no one's went to me on Kuma Coca, a wow fort. But Sandy pay a kind or you know, so Bobra. On that on ya quadro, the beera was a walking gear, then where you fee. The beera were you busy or ye a juma, but Ubusan 1 city club and that's 100 cities. So on Fambras is here, and Yado be a diamo. Obi wa what zongo allow a casa of far. Una or Bema Bia Condosa or Benya or Baby say, and not any fee. Allow a bonamana and warfare. O free if you papamu. Idea was as soon as Obania Jantra new. As soon as Bobra Bia Basabasa, where ya by will be a sebi, or to one Kawusha Musuye. Nanso Bema Bio Basso pet, a year man boquines. And then you could program a year a flamplins. If you could be some mammy crobble, you could program. Now a play we program no and a one lady be very very rich. Now woman no, in fact you call program as me nam your home to be bia. Now me check color ya park here. Now I was thinking say shakes no matiti anymore no shut one will be car. Not knowing say one lady be or a midwife one year I'm say or head in a midwife on on your head our home hospital. Woman have a park car no see one. It really be a question time, but no woman first or baby a question or a dominum. It's your pump put on our friend begin and tell us a malam no question. And I'm so questions was a malam, maybe didn't put a shit and your question no problem. I'm so good problem then. Was a malam could you imagine since I see so Zongo community matana? I have always been in the Zongo community. No mom a baby I met to see. I knew quadra not done. ente sa Philip Abdallah Mahmudu Ishaq anasa Ismail Ibrahim Musa enyame seda anytime biara bema beseme pa na ye kristoni anasa obi onye kremoni
that's no ade na oye no ebia enye level a ode ne ho atonti na call for that attraction
eti lady ni ye intelligent onim se mebusa no question ya wo busa me nto no ankasa di kai wasmalam menye nipa bi so be ma me ho so
okay
menye nipa bi a me kase me school nti me kira me ho every bia me make sure say I will come very low. What's onim say if they are just afraid because of her intelligence I won't they want to me na mala obetumi aka say jamia ma intelligence won fanya adwuma. Is it your fault to be intelligent? Is it a crime so obenya adwuma papa aye na sika ba wonsam na de na wonya kunu enware bayin so gina ho onyo ba afunu mala Yunus what the oye ofa na second crank here me person make creative problem mama wo fie enadwi
me am in pen kwan fo me pen kwan fo but also un pen kwan fo
oh but unim ma me no huna subhanallah
woduane so nam
subhanallah
meduane so nam
subhanallah kai Allahu akbar fatabarakallahu ahsanu khaliqin tweda po nyame oba de mane yafe papa
yes
ma me no gina hoto wankasa woni baji
fantastic
na ma me ne nyekuno ba ma bi obeba na kwan eti ubisa se mami
Philip
John na onyame som ibada no so tesen because normally so oba e that potential
we are talking about blockages
yes
symptoms you know one blockages
eti blockages na ye bubu no
ni nyame som tesen
eti nyame som no tesen o se da bi malam na me nyame som nyasan ka me betena bosuo mu seyo
enti nyame sem kamada wo se babia ni wa ye nyame dwuma unhu me wo ho me person like it got to a time something was pushing her to propose to the men. But the woman was very intelligent. You see, in this our zongo lives, even our environment.
Bema who abakutu wanim abra ne ho asia pawumpo a wate ase do okotina wo fie no or do ye doormat. In this our modern age nan kampesa wo oba wo sika enye se wo nisika wo sika leda.
So what was her problem?
Her problem
blockage na there.
Inti awore sam na obi atena so.
Okay.
So what you say?
Okay.
Eti obi wo ho a.
Okay.
Oh yeah, marriageable material. Nemom emema beba na kwam nyina eye zinable materials. Damo prezina na aye.
Okay.
So at the end of the day no maame no was say it got to a time na opese anka otias onya bema bi no ye Christoni but no say oh very mature. So she was thinking say obey to me a convert and a revert sa bema to become a Muslim na bema na wada no because nobody is coming. Nobody is coming, nobody is showing any interest. Eti oye say obey sa no malam oba na so onye dua. Ano brunsam guram
Subhanallah.
Christoni su boss pau. No wa shego.
Subhanallah.
Subhanallah na woka. Pau no wa shego. Malam
edem clean.
Maame no tiadwaman bom ene bema no awo mienu. Na unim enye se na adwaman bom na maame no opo. Ebra wo ye mistake wo ba ko no. Afei na opesen koma bema no eware no. Se ne be yon be den. Ombeye efe say ombetena wade. But e was say bema no so be Islam.
Eno so bema ni.
Bema you so who say there be wadi nka dia tuma wie.
Do pe bi obi.
E ja fe bema no mum say oba no be dani Christian.
Wonya no.
Wonya na wie.
Nkola mi enu.
Eti wonya sadi wie no be di no be dani kramoni me na yeye. Eno se dako. O se ade ya na eye ne tan. Na we nkramofo ma no muntie. Ade ya tan. Ene mema na mo bomo padwuma rofrofo no. Ade ya tan se kramoni ba. Uba ko da ba machi. Na ba ma na faw. Na ade bechi. Na wo ba no. Wasole ku redwaye. Wo dwale janaba. Na ho ase ate. Na wase abeda. Na ba ma de ni hu fi kankan no de da ho. Afi o se san mami another round. Efi sa no. Mi kase anajo no okoti afi wa ho ne to. Kai na woka. or the toilet through and I want to. Anna afei wasane wada unyali no janaba or some person of another. It obani say it got to a time no person oh enya hwe e bia na nyame ambome se menye kramoni be ma wale. It I will accept him in good faith. It no person ko hwe se obetimi na yede because it was not clicking or body dem so ni ba. Into so only be man daho na se be man any have sex. Na so no hwe se o ku dwale a be man daho no it say funu bia ma no.
La ilaha illallah.
No it say funu bia ma no. O se kai ene se metna e fa ne sen sijamu akwawe kran ka me penisa ono firi sa wode enum ento se mara me pa mo chew mum bomi na menye kunu ye kramoni atakbir mara mum bomi na onim me start se me ye kramofo malam sibi test on that woman because malam sa me nchire ulama o me pa chew me chese kramofo mema test on the woman it me shabba ma me hwa oni woman betimi click na mafre no na me dey atuna nim say wey na makko are you interested mama the number mama I hope say bananka ye kase bia na o hwe dia because it's very possible or the number mama
obetima hwe
eti ade me ye no me ye studies bi e wu say sa na nkramofo mama na nkase ye won malam you problem anytime bia make kasa asemu ya kire ba ma bia you know what the people are saying mama no hwe was kapa wo
na conflict of interest about.
So it's only about the money.
Interest.
Nobody was
Conflict
talking about how to save the woman from her predicament. Obia pedesika aspect.
Enti blockages you know. A bit my marriage.
Yes. Obi betimi ama wa obetena me say
you can be a married material.
Yeah.
Then you be blocked.
Na there
a good man.
There ya. And say oyi wa wa de free wo so a. No the awade akọ e de ato so. This a Sunday bi andu. Utobi aye frase. No Sunday
obekwesi.
Masa no dia we ho to akoma so. Ah memu na wale otiase. Last week, this week this wale otiase da be na won so ye be cheche otof.
Nye de ense cheche.
Da bia masalachi ya cheche tofi da be na ye be chewo de. Problem be na wo so. Na bayo ibo adwaman abayo bo adwaman enyi so de carefree ni edo hu ye edo wan ya ba wana ye de popi Islam kwan so ya wale no de da kote na kunfie wo ye kramoni ba wo ye virgin on fa ho mama basa ba ma bi enyi so wo ye so single no ba ma bi amba wa kwa mu
to blockages in ebino no.
Yes,
we are talking about symptoms mo amubusa questions on the platform no. We are talking about symptoms kwan ya obefa so obehu say uhia RUQIYA. Yes, the symptoms of life are who say yes mihiamwa and emwane ba was will cry out. Yes, uyefunu ye oya no anwen osia
sanity
unyamwa na ye hu say uyem ye oya
sanity.
Yes, symptoms 1 a marriage 2 na ansana yakoye shakes.
It won't say blockages from the can say a marriage and it's adwuma sem usika sem obo homodin brother adwuma bia wo de huram on that we are very hard working. Meaning papa bi e wo Nungwa station mo amuni Nungwa station no on that we have organizer won say wo ye ka aduma no toto aduma no o mo ntan tu o mo ties awia ah no tu tire time be na obe ye aduma eti say o ye problem no obe tu time ato ho no the spare tire hye eti gani ye aduma the whole of the night on that. Now do ho na hu taisa ya party o be na nadwono o be kasa akwa wu skasu obi wu krom ho
kapre
eda ni papa wu ye lole fe to suga kope no ni bi problem be bone be na waye
sika no de yeden
masa enu na ye ka no
ne nsa na yesunia na
obi wo ho sika to nsam wu do this kana ye na asa o to be trust your calculation and tally Beskanasa. What's a certain cities? Ubeti woni na hwim na ko. Ah, na so obi de ade bejawa, o diska ne bejawa. Enye wo intention se ubeyi sika na di. Oh, me bomu besia. Me ko yadwo menyi sika betua. Anim guase pese ka wonti. Unya sika da kopem se sa sika na obi di bejawo no, ubedi nyina manasa. na fe ni pona ba na obaje ni sika oh malam na no sika me ba sa fa to ma me no afa da mi nya sika no me baje we bra ko wadi mana sa o wan se na se wu ya ana se wu sira na wu di o yi bi o expertise ka bi se e be ba
part of blockages
it's part of the blockages you will never be like nimdia na me ka no adesua o be ko adwuma bi mu masa o kita all the credentials
na nkola o kire o madwuma na esa
no mu na yakọ
ni e ma o mu position
all the credentials
incentives in na de ma o no
na dia ya ene so oba me da baye bi ko Saudi Arabia nya bibia ntia o me sho se ba na ohwe program no me ne get the course school na bushafo nyina ye Christians onu kuto ne papa e doctor ankasa gosika bagani so be yen kramo papa ne so onhwe gani biom wo mo kwa be ire me kwa be ahimfie nyina kronet se ka emphasize kumase ha wo mo de me kwa ahimfie because Ghana was often no hawa Ghana friend no hawa but edie ne papa ne to no ye mercy papa ne ba school num aba woni yen and the entire teachers said ne ba no oto ne di no oto ne mercy wo would nim na oba friend hawa e prohibited and am so my Ghana Islam no wura Ghana no mu to the extent say Ghana say sir daddy if you are going to disown me because of Islam I'm ready to take the mantle then sagano wallahi omo ye unse school bia secondary school no school bia to me beauty pageant wallahi no di kan
ene no ho fe
beautiful guy oh so beautiful Allah nya abote no boss agano specially created specimen of beauty no onim say beauty pageant ya haram Islam no onim she was though a Muslim but not yet that learned Muslim but she loved to read. She loved to read. Me buy na me bet because me na me obi I don't attend such programs. It doesn't mean she's going to take part. It doesn't mean me obi na me advise no. Na otai ne me ba me ne be church na de kakra. Because a day me hu buta e wo girls dormitory. I was surprised say we have a Muslim girl over there because they don't pray. I me shake money baby because of nipa me into hu na o say oh ya fa me presla. Be no boa o de rokaya. Wallahi o de rokaya. O say friend presla. Eti abra opusa me dia me so me bo me din Charles are you a Muslim even me club I am a Muslim oh eti I was wondering say you were buta I guys don't people say girl be a friend mercy on or yes sala ho so when they show me the girl and I see how beautiful the girl was hey girl come we yes sala on ferry into be pagan asem ena me ma girl e be me enti papa no ba ye be yes no malam wallahi girl we e bla me I was taking care of the girl ni papa e disown no Ghana so open sa eti time na me go school na me san hwe girl no ebi wo ha say edu sallah de ma me papa club e support ye because say edu sallah ni abushafo nyina ye Christians eti wo say me ni ko fie na okọ celebrate the Eid with us say the be your benya happiness eti me sometimes come me celebrate Eid wo me ma me ho me go different place but ono be kofie omo nim say hawa na aba no they accepted her as their daughter ebe ye real school better minim say ya na edu sanso ya na I don't know dey ya na be frefrem ye real school man adwuma bia gay be kom with all the again a cabro for woni beje with all the qualification
what ble
oh uhuna se no be sia kasampo ko be dono adwuma bi obekom ye pese ye use answer ya ma no adwuma
oh there
there be say
blockages
me say adwuma bi again be ka so kwakope anyway na unim de ma me de ne ko Saudi ade a shame me aye toll boot adwuma unim gay obi catch again so obe connect na am obi e ma na fa adwuma wo toll boot ka so toll boot na ade ne aya ene say nipa na odi ne kwakọ ma pani no o se on fa ma no okodu pani na nimu a ono se meje me de
ene on wie na asan onye adwuma na asan no matumu de o tumu de na o jade na ka senka o be fa na o be manage ni sa o scatter ni nyina o se no
enti at the end of the day no na yakopo ya adom ena one shake bi o contact me say o malam connection bi say aba am say yeah na me ne ko Saudi 2 years
abaye
na me ne wo kase nyame adom wakwaba bibia beto ni nsem ama even crampo oil company bia fa na dwuma mu alhamdulillah sabiri oil supervisor e one of the oil companies emu anyankopon adom ne ma ekọ spot before that you say ye RUQIYA e de magiano and sana wo tumi aba back
there is
to the normal it when you sometimes anima when you to me sisi aduma sem promotion sem bibia betumi asi wo kan na kita wo no what 2020 na wo kan no but they be na si shop obi kita 17 16 15 de bia wo kwaduma wo so wa ko shop na so small maintenance na wo koye Oto car 2020 registration number every day. Wo mechanic shop adding problem by. What the car be so can and say I did chinya was park can say
we are still on the blockages, you know.
When you
hear our
yes,
you hear this year, you hear sika sem, you hear business and so now you call the next sentence.
The business, you know. Oh, a market circle. Can you tell now to adie? Oh, but talk the market circle. Stone as him is here being. Enu bia na wonso abi o meka sempo upo de ma na woton no ni bogo fom sim ono amanfo twama sabi mpanifo de monima sabi asa wanne assist on anim obi edu ho na otwam na de ya otwam mpo ankaye de ya so wawura store num ofa we ya me pa atwa yesen o bon price no da to ho we yesen me pa atwa de wosoro no unyi mame no we yama no wo mehwe no se o pa atwa yi ba ko mum ube bratin fifre o se me kwaba
no
ube hunu no kitobi de ode besi akọ wo de yusu ya papa se ne de sabi bone be na waye obi tun champion ne de krampo ente se wo de bi but every beden ku masa ade ya so te market circle order what the market circle in the heat of the day and you are sleeping that's a problem me say me got bags makola ladies shoes and bags stone na me tiano no masa me to me drama me bufu me
no enkoye
brother hey that was the once time na me go school no sometimes me I don't want to put the burden on my parents it is a makwaya and I meet them say me ko sitting no makwaya Hassad kakra na nyame hu ye mobo masa me say adai say unni hasada unni hasada unni jealousy
yes
unni jealousy krapa
jealousy ahoya
unni ahoya krana
what is ahoya and jealousy ahoya jealousy
it's the same thing and jealousy ni kratwe bibisa but ahoya ni is a different thing. I think say hypocrisy. I don't know.
Ahoya na say deep kakra. Hassad.
Jealousy. Okay, you find sa. Ahoya obi kita obi wa de na ye woya. Obi kuna ni na ye woya. Yan find sa. Whatever time am de be mani bia. Masa, waduma nkoye otumi nya sa ya de bi wo kuma mu. Hassad de tumi be wo kuma mu because of say waduma nkoye nti.
Okay.
Na what wode bi na ko wura store num. What wode bi na Bible shop how ye otumi twa be mati ma wo say yes.
Treaty. The genesis of it all, and say one here Hassad never shall see.
Yes,
not the yakeba.
Never, because any man queen. One quatrain store was all the jealous neco ho again to the call
at the end of the day.
But at the end of the day, because of so be a no be sunti. No, be couldn't even know at your how
you know on tools. Ya best saw me the media so change.
Abba,
the anchors and kitten.
Oh,
yeah, pronia best jamedio. You didn't go say oko grow Hassad.
Masa me say obi to me turn the shop no osu. Or turn the shop no osu. Bible shop ya wo bi. Uji train ye hu train masa. Supernatural ankasa. Won sa no bo.
Nso bi ama.
Bozo bi ama. Dia yele so de obaba no, de obaba. Oba. Woni agise wo de manyini pa ba kwa waba no. Onya bedu ha asimpa chaw o mami brain fan ko bu memory
ana o mami waves in fan
wa te wakuma wa wura shop so we ne di alhamdulillah manya one customer no wa ba o be celebrate ko bu memory bone be na waye sani ma ye kan ina ye we bi wo ho a ye natural ye we bi wo ho a ye coincidence but the majority of them obi na how obi na tetew eti blockages in the kasi ya bebe blockages ma won yanko
yemfa blockages no ensi hwa na yenhwe other symptoms no inshallah yebekọ yen shake Makontaho first before we come to you. We will take you from the second symptom. That's abnormal health problems. We take you from there, inshallah. So I want you to add me pesa unfaka crank blockages in house, inshallah. Yes, something small. The blockages, summarize it and add something small in house for us. Then we take the next one, inshallah. BBK I'll come to you, inshallah.
Yanda muka yi muku alkawali yanzu mun kai inda me zai bar ka gane kaman kana bukata kai rukiya ko a yi maka rukiya shine muka fara na farko kuka gan an zana kan board nan shine blockages in life. Aka ce blockages in life shine lokacin da mutum kake neman ka yi aure shi ka gan kaman batun aure ya yi maka karfi jama'a, kuma jama'a a sa a kula sosai. Abin da muke nufi shine abin da ke maimaitawa cikin rayuwanka dewa ba a ka attempt first one shi bai yi ba na farko bai yi ba shikenan shi ka ce a ina bukatar yi rukiya ya na nemi wanga yariyan ga musamman ban same ta ba, a'a kawai ka nemi mace na farko bai yi ba wala kama an shirya komi ana son a yi mai a zo a yi auren gaba daya sai mace ta ce kama a ta fasa ko kai da kanka ka samu wani damu kaman abin ma ban yin kuma to wannan ba so daya ba ba so biyu ba yana maimaitawa cikin rayuwanka. Na farko kenan kana neman ka yi aure baka samun dace. Na biyu kuma shine batun wajen neman aiki, wato ka tafi makaranta kana da digiri, wato digiri da kake da shi duka ka tafi office daban-daban kana neman abin ga aiki, amma da ka tafi da takardan ka sace wallahi kai kokari sosai mun kira ka daga baya shurum, wato ba office daya ba office daban-daban ka tafi duka ba ka samu fita ciki ba, to wannan na gwadawa kamar me kana bukatan ka yi kanka rukiya ko a yi maka rukiya. Sa'annan kuma za ka samu wani kuma wato yana sai da sayarwa business kenan, wato in ba bashi zai mishi yawa ba to wato za ta yi mishi alkawali daban-daban, kudin shi na wajen mutane, yana neman ya karbi wannan kudin ya samu wani jalli ya yi mai ya ci gaba, amma mutane ba su ba da kudin. Wannan kuma ba mutum daya ba ba mutum biyu ba, suna da yawa. Wato kana zuwa mai shi ya sa maka rana ka tafi ya ce maka kamar a'a ka yi hankuri daga baya, haka ne ba so daya ba ba so biyu ba, yana maimaitawa. Haka kuma wajen neman haifuwa, shi ka nemi haifuwa cikin ikon Allah ka gaji, wato kayi ka shasha duk wani magunguna a ce maka kaman baka da matsala, za ka tafi hospital a doki abin ga machine a duba ka duk baki da sha ce maka kaman baka da matsala amma babu haifuwa. To waɗanganga muke ce musu blockages in life. Sa'annan kuma wajen rubuta jarabawa, ke almajiri ne kana zuwa makaranta ko kana zuwa school, wato za ka koyi abu sosai jama'a, ba muna magana da wanda ba su koyi abu ba, a'a kaka je ka ajiye littattafanka gida ko ka ajiye pamphlets ka duka gida ka zo kana bin abin ga albukannin banza, sai ka zo ka fadi ka ce kama a an tuce ka ko kuwa akwai abin da ke damunka. Wani lokaci yana ya zama kaman shetanin da ke tare da ke ba su bar kana koyi abu, wannan yana nan, amma ba mu son ganganci, ka yi ma kanka ganganci ba ka koyin komi sai kana gan kama a wani abu ke damuka. A na farko ka duba kanka da sosai na farko, sa'annan kuma kamar yadda muke fadi muku ka koyi abu yanda ya kamata, amma in yake wajen jarabawa kana fadiwa, wala Allah ka zana duk abin da ake bukata ka zana, ko kuwa a zuwa ga wajen zana wannan kirim sai ka manta da komi, ko kuwa a ka fara zanawa sai ka je ka make wani wuri, wato ka yi duk yanda za ka yi bai zuwa da ka fita wajen jarabawa nan sai duk abin da kake bukata ya kuma komo. To wanga kuma ya maimaitu cikin rayuwanka so dewa, to wanga na gwada kana da blockages in life wato rayuwanka bai zuwa gaba kana tafiya gaba shi kana kana komo baya Allah ya kare kiyaye mu yasa blockages in life na farko kenan me zai bar ka gane kaman kana bukatan kai makanka rukiya ko ai maka rukiya in ma cikin yaran ka ne ko matan ka ne ko family duka baki daya shine blockages in life na'am
to mun gode malam say eno ano no
why are there
my idea the nyankopon ase we are still looking at the blockages in life or symptoms of a person who needs ruqiyya.
Yes.
These are the symptoms. We've looked at the blockage with regards to the studies, marriage, money, and then business. Now, Sheikh, can you take us through the unusual health problems, inshallah?
Alhamdulillah, salatu wassalam ala rasulillah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So if you can allow me,
you have the floor.
Inshallah.
You have the floor, so
what I would like to do is to present in English because I think my
yes we are doing all the languages today.
Exactly.
Chi, Hausa, and then English. So you are taking the English aspect. So.
Exactly. So what I want to emphasize on, I want to present all of the symptoms very fast for people to understand the whole issue. Now, when they are presenting, they have been adding a lot of examples. This one and this, but I want to present the whole issue, and I want to insist also on the dalil. Where are we getting those things from? Because as a Muslim, we always have references.
Do you want to add a source where we are getting them from?
Yes, it is written. I would just want to give.
Okay.
You understand why I'm saying that?
Okay, then start afresh.
Okay, so in the Quran,
with the studies, the marriage, the money, the business, and the health.
No, not on that level. Let me present and you understand.
Okay.
So according to the Quran, in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioning some problems that the Muslim can be facing, or even non-Muslim. So according to those Quranic verses, we have 4 symptoms. The 4 symptoms are mentioned in the Quran. So if we tell you that it's mentioned in the Quran and we don't tell you where it is really coming from, you may be doubting because people are thinking that we are repeating whatever people are saying outside on the roads. Or if you have spiritual problem, you see this dream, this one, and this blockage. But as a Muslim, you have to believe something which is mentioned in the Quran or in the prophetic hadith because this is what is our source, okay? Now, according to the Quran, we have 4 symptoms which is showing that you can have this kind of spiritual problem. The first one is the blockages in life, which is the first symptom. So the blockage in life, what does it really mean? It's everything you start doing, and it will go with your own effort, doing it nicely, but for no understandable reason or rational reason, it will not go to an end. You can take it in, we are just mentioning 4 or 5 examples, but it can go more than that. So anything you start doing, and you see that the beginning is nice, well, you're doing your effort.
Like the production is okay.
Yes. So either it is in your work, but the result will always have something you don't understand why it's not giving that result. You can go in the work, job, business, activity, anything you start, you do your effort. It's very important, that part. This is what we call abnormal. So if you are just going to school, you have a certificate, you come and lie down in the house watching TV from morning to evening, you don't have to accuse any spiritual problem. You are not doing your own effort. This is what we call abnormal blockages, or blockages which is not rational. So we have some blockages, you can understand why. Okay, so in the Quran, Allah is really clarifying this part. So the effort you are already doing, and you are not able to get the good result at the end, now we talk about spiritual problem. So the first one is the abnormal blockages in life. So it can be business, money, or study, or marriage, getting children, anything you have all of the capacities to do it. Or you start a business, everything is going on well. And now you're not sleeping in the house, you're not maybe lazy in anything you are doing, and you see that it will just spoil for no reason. If you sit down and try to understand where it is coming from, you can't explain it. So we call it abnormal blockages in your life. Now, my brothers have taken a lot of examples. It can happen in your marriage, it can happen in so many aspects of your life. So in the Quran, Allah is mentioning in Surah Al-Falaq, Surah number 113, verse number 4, Allah is saying, وَمِن شَرِّ نَفَاثَاتِ فِي الْعُقَدِ. So al-uqad in Arabic means something we tied. Okay, something you can just like a line, but you tied it to create a blockage. So in Tafsir ibn Kathir, he is explaining that you can have someone having his whole life tied, and he will not be able to get any job, any business. A woman can have her stomach or the womb to be tied, and she will not get any children again. Or a student can have his mind or his head tied, he will not be able to understand anything at school again. So all of those things is a reality, and it's really affecting people. This is what Allah is saying in the Quran, that we have to seek protection. Nafathati fil uqad. Those who are blowing those bad words on the knot is very important.
Sheikh, you are still moving on, eh?
Yes.
Let me chip in this.
Yes.
Pardon my ignorance and my level of knowledge. Is Allah aware of our blockages in life?
Exactly. Allah is saying that the blockage in life can have two sources. This is why this symptom is mentioned in the Quran. You can have blockage because you are lazy. Don't accuse anyone. So if someone is not doing the effort he's supposed to do, and he is failing, he has just to blame himself. But now Allah is confirming in this verse that some people are really doing their best, doing their effort. Everything is supposed to be successful for them, but they don't understand how it is happening.
So those are the people who need healing.
Yeah, this is the first symptom. Okay, so Allah is showing that someone may be reciting bad words, nafathati fil uqad, on those knots, and it is creating this blockage. So if you see this symptom, you need to do the treatment to remove it. Okay, that is the first one. The second is the abnormal health problem or unusual health problem. There are some people, they have some kind of pain in the head, in the stomach, in the knees, back. They have some pain. They can go to hospital. They will have two responses from there. First, we don't know what you have. Today, when you see how the medicine and the medical hospital are advanced, all of the machine they have, scanners, test, it is impossible for them not to see what is in your body, what is the problem. So if they do the scanner or their test and they tell you that we don't know what you have, it means that it is not showing in all of their machines. It is not seen in this world. It means it's a spiritual problem. Or the second, they can easily know or see your sickness. Now they will give you any medicine or any drug. You will go and apply it. It is not working as it used to be for any other person. So they are not able to see it, or when they see it and they give you a medicine, it's not going anywhere.
It's not able to solve.
Exactly. So it means that the problem is not here. They are seeing something. They think like in your stomach you have pain like ulcer. They will check and they will see some sore inside. They will tell you it's ulcer. Meanwhile, it can be sorcery, juju. And when you are there, they will link it to the ulcer. They will give you medicine, ulcer medicine. You go and take it, and it's not solving anything. Okay. So this one is what Allah said in the Quran. Is Surah Al-Baqarah, which is chapter 2, verse 275. So it's very important to keep it in the mind. So Allah said in that verse, الَّذِينَ يَأْكُلُونَ الرِّبَا لا يقومون إلا كما يقوم الذي يتخبطه الشيطان من المس. So Allah said in the day of judgment, there are some people who will be coming, they will be acting, walking like someone who has been touched by shaitan. So the touched by shaitan, if you go again in Tafsir ibn Kathir, he is saying that the common example is epilepsy. There are some people, you see them having some reaction, moving, talking. You can send them to hospital.
That's unusual mental states, eh?
No, unusual health problem.
Unusual health problem.
Yes, you can see epilepsy.
Okay.
So the epilepsy, it is something that someone is having a touch. So it is the example in the Quran. So Allah is saying
the person has been touched by the devil.
By the devil. So that sickness can never be explained at the modern medicine. Some people, they have some kind of pain in the leg. They go, they do any scanner, anything, and they will tell you that we don't see what you have. Because it is the touch of shaitan. If it is sorcery, it is something there nobody can see in this world. So it is in the world of the jinns, the spiritual world. So those kind of sicknesses or pain you see, Allah said in the Quran, the same way shaitan can touch some people and it will create those problems, you can also have this touch from the jinn and the shayateen, and it can also be the same problem, according to the tafsir of Ibn Kathir. This is the second symptom: sickness, abnormal health problem. Go to hospital, no solution, or any drug they give to you is not working. That is the second. The third one is the abnormal mental state, or abnormal or unusual mental state. So there are some people, there's a kind of mental state they have, it is not normal. They think it is normal, but it is not normal.
Like anger?
Yes, anger, fear, and forgetfulness. These three things are
anger,
fear.
Is it not part of us?
No, I'm coming. I'll explain to you now. So anger, fear, and forgetfulness is in every human being.
Okay.
But the level is now the problem. Exactly. So there are some people, the type of anger they have is too much. There are some people, when they get angry, they can break their TV, they will break their phones, they will break they will beat even their children till blood is coming out. When they finish and they sit down, they realize that this one wasn't normal. There are some people and they forget.
For these things I can relate.
Yes. So there are some people, the forgetfulness is so much that they can even forget that they are going to write exam tomorrow. It means that the student, they are going, they are preparing, learning everything. The day of exam, they're going again and sit in the classroom, still learning. So you've even forgotten the day you're supposed to write exam. So there's some kind of forgetfulness is too much. The extent will let you understand that it is not normal. So as I said,
let's take it again.
Yes.
Anger,
Anger, fear,
what kind
forgetfulness.
of unusual anger are you talking about?
So
like
I said the
someone will do you something and you get angry.
Yes. So if
is it about getting angry or the reactions?
No, the level or the reaction, if you want, because the reaction is according to the level of anger you have.
Okay.
So if someone is angry and it's a little, it's not big, he will not react too much. But when you are angry to an extent, it is in the hadith, I don't want to make it long, Ibn Qayyim in his book, Ibn al-Jawzi in his book, Talbis Iblis, explained that when someone gets angry to a certain level, it's like something is burning and the smoke is going to his mind. So he is not able to control himself again. He can be beaten. You see some people fighting on the road. You see them, the nerves, everything is coming out. They cannot even control themselves. And the hadith end by saying that when they get angry to this level, they become like ball in the hand of shayateen, and they play with you the way.
Throw them
exactly.
Anywhere
so this kind of anger is not normal. It is you are becoming like a ball in their hand, and they play with you. So it is a symptoms of also sorcery when it is that level.
Okay.
But I said that we have to separate and differentiate than the normal anger. If you come and your wife is cheating on you, or you ask your wife to wash or cook for you, you come, she has not cooked, you get angry, it's normal. And they said, but for you to beat her, to send her to hospital, that level is not normal. Or you get angry and you are taking maybe chair or something to beat her.
Breaking televisions.
It's too much. Okay, so this kind.
It's also a symptom.
Yes, these three things: fear, forgetfulness, and anger.
Let's talk about the fear.
The fear also. There are some people, they are afraid to the level or about something that they cannot control. I have a friend, for example, when he sees maybe an ant, he will be having some kind of fear. If you ask him, do you have any
some kind of phobia?
Phobia, yes. This is the correct word. Okay, so there's some fear to a certain level. You don't even want to see the thing. You don't want to have it close to you. When it reaches that level, most of the time it is something also behind it. Now we have other symptoms linked to the same unusual mental state, which is not like the level. Like you are sitting sometimes, you feel
depression also a symptom.
Yes, depression. The jinn sometimes they come and make talk. We call it waswas. They'll be talking to you, reminding you all of the past or bad events you had in your past, and you've always been there, sad.
The bad ones.
So it is to prevent you to achieve goodness in what you have to do in the future.
Okay.
Thinking, holding back on the past, which is not normal. Okay. Now you have some symptoms like moving on the body, the skin. That one is not like fear, but also a mental state. Nobody can explain to you what is it.
They call it. Is it goosebumps or something?
Yes,
no,
we have something.
This one is different.
Yes, everything we
it's
explain.
Like insects.
Okay.
You understand? Some people they feel. Yes, you see. There are some people when they sit at a place and the blood is not able to pass, they'll have like some numbness or some things in there. That one, anything you happening, try to see if you can have a rational explanation. If you can rationally explain it, mostly don't accuse the jinn and the spirit first, okay? But if you are sitting and there's no such, maybe a position you are taking or something, you are sitting at a certain place and you feel
For example, if I sleep on my right hand,
yes,
and the blood is not able to move.
When you wake up, you
up,
feel some movement in it,
yes,
or some numbness or some kind of itching, because the blood is not coming. So don't say it is Jinni or it is spiritual problem. No, it's normal because of the way you were sleeping. So there are some kind of things like that. When you see it, try to see if the position I was having or the way I was sitting or things. There are some people that are wearing some kind of dress. Maybe they can have
so
an explanation.
that maybe
yes, when you finish, you feel like the place is itching or something like this, or the blood is not moving. The same thing also are happening. Okay, so it may have a good and rational explanation. If that is the case, you don't accuse the jinn and the sorcery yet. So now, but if you can't,
if that happens, you don't need RUQIYA.
Yes, it's normal. Like for example,
you don't need RUQIYA for healing.
For healing.
For protection.
You understand? So now, if you see some of those things, try to understand the rationality about it. If you can't explain it rationally, it means that it is sometimes those spiritual problem behind it. So you have also people hearing voices or noises. They are only one to hear it. Someone is calling your name. You look at the place, you will not see anyone there. Or when you're in your house, always you feel like someone is calling you, but nobody is there. It's like a mental state, but it is like a voice or noise, or someone is calling you, but nobody is there. It can go up to madness. Some kind of madness cases are not normal. They have some jinni, sometimes more than 10,000, 20,000 in the head at the same time. So the people are not able even to understand those who are around them. You see them like mad person. They will be talking, you think they are talking to themselves, but they are talking to spirits. They are talking to things which are in their mind, but we are not seeing it. We take it as a mental problem. So the last symptom is the nightmares. So you see yourself having some kind of dreams which is abnormal. So the dreams, we have many, many types. So my brother was here already to explain some of the things about the dream. So it's a very broad field.
It's normal for every human to have a dream.
Yeah, exactly. But now
some dreams are
announcing or telling you about spiritual problem you may have. Okay. So that's those kind of dreams you see sometimes, that someone is chasing you or fighting with people in the dreams, or you see yourself seeing animals like snakes, dogs, fish, cow, bulls chasing you, attacking you, biting you in the dreams. Or you see cemetery, dead people, or water, river, sea, or you see yourself flying, falling down. All of those things have a meaning if you have a spiritual problem on you.
Sex.
And then sexual dreams.
Yes, this is the last one and the most important one. So you see some people, they have some kind of dream linked to toilets, dirty things, or they see themselves pregnant, a woman, or they see blood. All of those things.
You see a pregnant woman in a dream.
Yes.
It's not nice. It's not good.
It's not some kind of this kind of dream is not dream. If you have like a spiritual husband, I will say that the jinn lover or a jinn having sex with you, he can have in the spiritual world even children with them. It makes this jin's lover very stubborn and difficult to remove, because it's still, even if it's having a link, is strong with you, which is even the child. Okay, so it can go. But the most common dream is the sexual dream, because the problem with that one is that people sometimes wish to have it. There are some people, they are sleeping, they hoping to have a nice woman in their dreams. They are thinking,
and then they take it into their dreams.
Yes, and they even think that it is something like a blessing for them. But I don't understand that because of this kind of spiritual dreams, or a spiritual woman or spiritual husband, you may have some blockages about either to get married or to have child, or to all of those kind of things. So these are the 4 symptoms. Okay, the blockage, abnormal blockages in life. On health problem.
Can you please summarize all the forms, the 4 symptoms in one?
Yes. So I said the 4 symptoms are, the first one is abnormal blockages. Anything you start doing, good starting but bad ending. Okay. And the second one is abnormal health problem, pain in the body, not explained by the modern medicine or not treated by the modern medicine. The third one is abnormal mental state. You hear noises, voices, you feel things moving on your skin. It can go up to madness. And the last one is the nightmares, which is dreaming you see animal or water, but very, very scary dreams. When you wake up, you are not able to really have peace or even continue your night in a good condition. So if you notice that you have 1 or 2 or 3 of those symptoms, mostly you need RUQIYA to be done. As my brother said, we have what we call the first aid, or the self-RUQIYA. The person can try to apply, inshallah. I think we'll come back on it. So I will let my brothers who are giving more details, inshallah, to be able to give more explanation about the other symptoms and even more example, inshallah, till the end.
Online, okay, live, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Telegram, Skype, Twitter, and a Snapchat. But more the answer, baby, I will be out share live, on sa eka notification now. Odo on sa basi share button neso. No wa share ama for aba share. Edison for so inshallah. Na ene program no ye share RUQIYA, ye share magic, evil eye, and ibone. Sihr ne magic no, evil eye, and ibone, Hassad, ahoya, and amotia problems, and beye witchcraft. Na say yedi kan hwe the meaning ya hwe importance and the reality ne importance ye den importance ehun hia ene send yesi ben ye the reality ya hwe ehun symptoms say eyewa nipa wo hia RUQIYA either for healing or for protection ya hwe ni na 4 symptoms ye imam so maboboso. Number 1, blockage in life. Number 2, abnormal health problems and abnormal mental states and nightmares. Nti ya share enani nyina esi se ye be share the solution aspect. Ye ntimi nya program yi abra ye ni ehun solution. Na ye say ya nya kura na nka ye because the nyina ne say ye nyina no ye benya solution to our problems. The kan nyina say see problems so a it means that we have solution. Enunti ye da ye ho abasima ye ba ye behwe solution aspect no. Me wo fa se wa ha. Obehwe solution aspect ni ye imams no munyina ofia inshallah ye behwe no so inshallah ye ba sisi a ye be sa to aso.
Baba Mam Online TV, Mam Online Radio. Every Saturday media no be pre obia fene kunya obia kusoni TV. Obia twini phone o share live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Telegram, Skype and Snapchat. Okwa anwa search Mam Online obinya Google Play Store. TuneIn Radio, Modern Ghana, Online Radio Box. Next search Mam Radio 1. Mam Radio 1. Obinya eti live.
Obetumi afra ye wa bra program no course bibia wonti ase na ya kirem anase bia wa se bia na wa bisa ye.
Official studio line say 0246751175 or question be efedu media ye bedi ho a fafa so voice note, text message and a voice call or video call or the bar ye be sum e wa ha. Mam Online ene Salamu Muslimin Foundation akabom she nkunafo enyankane ewusia. And more bit na fire so ama manfo aboa no inshallah wono beboa sadaka was project omu tutu so eboa kronki to ani kronki sim bibia nso eni bia no so etu so ema okoye website na mamghonline.org mamghonline.org ubenya yenso etie okwa right side on abehuman radio 1 odun se siso a obo play abom se e stream kama Mr. say upesa o sponsor program bia e wo fia ha. Dey also ya ne say obe fresh studio lines no 0246 751175 0246 751175 and 0200773367. Obi bia o kasa wo fie mu he bia upesa o sponsor na efo dodo a obetima sponsor no o kan na wa ye mo send videos na enko ba bia na ya tini nyina. Some sponsor ya ni bi editor power, editor data, editor studio equipment ni ebu ama dwumadi ekonani.
O sache nya nuhu pa banya kopon nche this be Mam Radio. Allahu akbar.
Wallahi al-jannatu fi daws is our limit inshallah. Amen.
Amen. Al-jannatu fi daws is our limit. Kramo ye ba so send minua ekan no sese no wa kire me haw so ensunsan so ehun se ni ehia se mebo empire anase me ye RUQIYA me haw no de sese no ma mahunu adane me adaye so me ho hwenye ntine ede be na me solutions be na se me hu symptoms we are ebi ne blockages in life, abnormal health issues ne abnormal mental nema nightmares so da bonne basa ni nyina no solutions be na ode maye
you allow on boy no mind yentiase
amen
ansana yebeko solutions no eso no say me brother no symptoms no okaye ewo potokasam na yebepese yebebie mu kakra ewo eye yankasa yekuru mu kasa no say ya yente brofunde ya na twi na ya na yepese ye kan bebre nyankopon ombo yin ma yentiase eti say symptoms na ye kan in fact solutions na nkasa she symptoms no emu so what na me kan say because say nipa wo problem ni be treat problem na the very first step a man to me a treat a problem and say you name the symptoms of your problem. It won't say coronavirus by a dear din can kill and for pa symptoms. Who we are nature say nipano wanya ya denu ebi into your church and no baby who send a baby to mania and no edro. Na oshe sa a year abnormal and as unusual health problem ya ye can yaw. Malam nyame ombe hubai.
Amen.
So one can make a mintiasi. Allahumma hubai. Malam adia yaw yasi yadie. Yadie. Nyame pungu mayin. Brother, say ni perunyale da. De yeke wontiasi. Dabi usutia we. Kotoparan na se nkwa. Eno podiankeye na malam ya die na okase kwanem panifu bu bese nipa benya wa ni firi ya die na ma ye ni afefo ko wude wandu usisu kama ya die nti anugwase akam oko wadi be me na woni daso se be me de nyame ya adumo obabwa wa brabo siwi wa pomodie wa hode betumi akwaba ahwew me bia kan koda me bia so obusuafo so ya dia bobe mai